So the last lecture we were discussing about the multiplexers, and we have seen some examples of multiplexers, and we will carry forward our discussion from that point. So our next problem is use 4x1 multiplexer to implement the logic function minterms are provided to you. It is 1, 2, 4 and 7. So you can see what we have to implement. We have to implement this logic using 4x1 multiplexer. In a 4x1 multiplexer, how many select lines we will be having? Usually in 4x1 multiplexer, we will be having 2 select line and 4 inputs and 1 output, right? But the function that we want to implement is having how many select lines? You can see, so it is having 3 variables. That means it will be having 3 select lines. So if in the problem, if nothing was mentioned, we would have used 8x1 multiplexer, and we would have used 3 select lines and 8 input lines, and there will be no issues with that. But it has been mentioned that we have to use only 4x1 multiplexer. That means we have to implement this logic using 4x1 multiplexer. So we will be building our truth table accordingly. So what we will be doing, we will be taking select lines 1 and 0 with variable a and b, and we will keep our variable c as floating, and then we will adjust c according to the minterms. Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So there are 3 variables a, b and c, and there is minterms. So what you can do, you can select, since you have to use 4x1 multiplexer. In 4x1 multiplexer, there are 2 select lines. So you can declare your select lines S1 and S0 over A and B, and keep C as floating. And then from this point, we will build our table. So fill the entries 0, 0, 0. 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. And minterms for this case, for each case, we have to find out 1, 2, 4, 7. So 1 is this one, 2, 4 is this, and 7 is last one. Rest for all the cases, it will be 0. Right. Now after this, what you can do, you can divide this in a subcategory of 2. Okay. So if you see these categories, in all of these categories, A and B is remaining constant. So you can select this as 0, 1, 2, and 3. If you see only A and B, not C. See A and B in the first case, it is 0, 0. In this case, it is 0, 0. In second case, it is 0, 1. In second case, it is third case, it is 1, 0. And fourth case, it is 1, 1. And binary equivalent is 0, 1, 2, and 3. Right? When both A and B is 0, C is equal to 0. Now focus on this point. That is C is equal to 0 and F is equal to 0, and C is equal to 1 and F is equal to 1. So what you can have your function as?
C.
F is equal to C, because function F is dependent directly on floating variable, that is C. Second case, if you see,
C bar.
yes, so C is equal to 0, F is equal to 1, and when C is equal to 1, f is equal to 0. So that means function will be equal to c bar. Third case, the function will be again
C bar.
c bar. Third case, last case, function will be again
C.
So, this is a 4x1 multiplexer. 4 inputs are there, ranging from D0, D1, D2, D3. 2 select lines are there, S1, S0, and one function is there. And in D0, what is flowing? Just check. D0 means this first category. D0, C is flowing, so you can write here C. Then C bar is flowing. Here also C bar, and here C. So this is how you can implement the function in 4x1 multiplexer. Anyone is having any doubt in this problem? Just check. Right. Either you can write the input like this, or what you can do, you can have a C line here and a C bar line here, right? And you can provide the dedicated line to this, right? It will be better if you can draw it in this way, right? Okay, so we will see next problem. So implement the function using 4x1 mux. Function is given again a, b, small a, b, and c. So function is ab plus bc bar. So you can see again we are having 3 variables in the function, whereas we have to use only 4x1 multiplexer. That means we have select lines will be 2. And function is given not in terms of min terms, but in terms of some expression. So what you have to do, you have to find out the min terms from this expression. Okay. So function is equal to ab plus bc bar. So ab, I can write c plus c bar, because right now we have to find out its min term, a plus a bar, bc bar. So this will be abc plus abc bar plus abc bar. Just let me know if I make any mistake. abc bar, sorry, just wait. It is not bc bar, it is b bar c. B bar c, b bar c plus a bar b bar c. So this is equal to 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 1. So min terms for this we can write it as 1, then 5, 6, and 7. Now we are having the min terms. We can implement it using 4x1 multiplexers. So variables are a, b, and c. Functions is here. So select lines you can declare S1 and S0, again from the same as from the previous example. So 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. So min terms are presented 1, 5, 6, 7, 1, 1, and 1. Rest for all the cases it will be 0. So 0, 0, 0, 0. Now you can subdivide the section. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. So in the first case, just check. Function will be equal to small c. Second case function will be equal to,
0.
you can see it is remaining 0 0 and it is independent of c, so we can write 0. For the third case function will be
C.
c, and for the last case function will be
1.
1, right? So we have got the values. So 4 cross 1 mux, 4 inputs are there, D0, D1, D2, D3, 2 select lines, S1 and S0 function. In D0, just check what is flowing. That is C0, C1. So you can write C0, C1. Or what you can do, you can write here C. So this line represents C. So this is flowing like this. And we can write here 1. So 1 is flowing here. And then we are having a NOT gate here. And 0 is flowing here. Right? So this is the solution for the previous example. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now we will be generalizing this thing. So higher order multiplexer MUX using lower order multiplexer. So that means if you want to implement higher order multiplexer by using lower order multiplexer, how can we proceed? So we will be discussing. For example, implement 8x1 multiplexer using 4x1 multiplexer or 2x1 multiplexer. So how would you implement 8x1 multiplexer? Either by using 4x1 multiplexer or 2x1 multiplexer, that we will be seeing. So we will take a case 1. So here implement 4x1 mux using 2x1 mux. So we have to implement 4x1 mux but we are only having 2x1 mux. So how to proceed in this case? So see how many inputs are there in the maximum for the multiplexer that you want to implement. So here 4 inputs are there, and what is the multiplexer available with you? That is 2. So what we can do, we can divide 4 by 2. This is what we want, 4x1, but this is what we are having, that is 2. So 4 divided by 2. So this we will be getting as 2. Again, we have to divide, 2 is remaining. So 2 divided by 2, then we will be having 1. So how many total 2x1 multiplexer is required? That is addition of these two, that is 2 plus 1. So 3 2x1 mux is required to implement 1 4x1 mux, right? So what we are doing here, suppose if we are having this is 4x1 mux, we are having 4 inputs and 1 output. So if we want to implement this using 2x1 mux, how we can achieve this? So how 2x1 mux is looking like? This is how it will look like. So but we need to have 3 2x1 mux. To implement this 4x1 mux, and how the interconnections will be there between these 3 2x1 mux, we will be seeing shortly. Okay, so why we are requiring 3 2x1 mux? Because we have calculated from here. Okay, and how we have calculated here? So the maximum, so the input of the higher order mux divided by the input of the lower order mux. So 4 divided by 2. So 2 is remaining here. You can see next step again you have to divide it by 2. So So 2 divided by 2. So you can see 1 here. What we have done, we have added both of these. There is 2 cross 1. So that therefore we have reached that we will be requiring 3 2 cross 1 mux. Okay. So if I draw 2 cross for 4 cross 1 mux, the select line that is in 4 cross 1 mux, there is 2 select lines. So 2 I have drawn, and one output line will be there, that is y, let us say. So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So let us say that is this is I0, I1, I2, and I3, right? So here we are having 2 cross 1 mux, and we are having 2 cross 1 mux. Let us just say that here I0 is flowing, and here I1 is flowing, and here I2 is flowing, and in this I3 is flowing. And that, let us say that this is select line 0 S0, and this is also select line S0, and output of this is going to the another 2 cross 1 mux which we are having here, and it is having the select line S1, and this is your final function y. How I have arranged this, first I have taken 2 cross 1 mux. Why I have taken first 2 cross 1 mux? But because first time when we have divided, so how many 2 cross 1 mux is there? So 2. So therefore I have taken 2 cross 1 mux here. You can see here in the first stage, and then in the second stage I have used only 2 cross 1 mux, because in the second case you have seen this is first case and this is second case. In the first case there we require 2 cross 1 mux, and in the second case we will require 1 2 cross 1 mux. So in total we are having 3 2 cross 1 mux. So you can see here this is the second case where we have used 1 2 cross 1 mux. Select lines will be same. In the first case it is S0, in second case it is S1. It will not be like that is in first case it will be S0 and this will be S1, right? So select line will remain same. That is in first case it is S0, and second case it is S1. Now how this will function is that we will be seeing. So suppose you are having here for the first case, let us say that for this case we are seeing that is S1 is 0 and S is 0. Just wait. Just wait for a few seconds. My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the truth table that I have drawn for 4 cross 1 mux. So firstly I will draw 2 cross 1 mux. This is 2 cross 1 mux, and then we are having 2 cross 1 mux here. 2 inputs are here, 2 inputs are here, one select line, one select line. Output of this is going to here, output of this is going to here, and we are having another select line. So this is S0, S0, and S1, and this is output Y. This is I0, I1, I2, and I3. So for the first case, that is for this case, when both S1 and S0 are 0 0, so when S0 is 0 in the first case, that is, let us say this is first case, first 2 cross 1 mux, this is second 2 cross 1 mux, and this is third 2 cross 1 mux. When S0 is 0, what will be the output of first mux? Can anyone tell? When S1 is S0 is 0, when S0 is 0, what will be here? When S0 is 0, what will be here? It will be I0 only, right? And here, for the in the second case, when S0 is 0, what will be coming here?
I2.
I2. Okay. So here, that means here will be I0 and here will be I2. But S1 is also 0. You can see here, S1 is 0. So what we will be getting at the output? S1 is also 0.
I0.
I0, right? This is for the first case. Second case, let me just rub this quickly. Second case, if you see from this, when S1 is 0, S1 is 0, that means I1 is flowing here. So the I0 is flowing here, and S1 is 1. Sorry, in second case, S1 is becoming 1. So if S1 is 1, if S1 is 1, what will be flowing here? In first mux, if S0 is 1, if S0 is equal to 1, what will be flowing here in first mux?
I1.
I1. And in second case, second mux, if S0 is 1, then that means
I3.
here it will I3, because S0 is 1, right? So this will be flowing, right? When S0 will be 0, I2 will be flowing. When S0 will be 1, I3 will be flowing. Now S1 is again remaining 0 only. S1 is 0. You can see here S1 is 0. So what is the output we will be getting? I1 only, because S1 is 0. So 0 means whatever is it is in the first input, that will be flowing, right? So I1 will be flowing. Next case we will see. So
Sir, can you explain again?
okay, so let us just check for this third condition, right? When S1 is equal to 1 and S0 is equal to 0. So S0 is equal to 0, S0 is equal to 0, and S1 is equal to 1. For the first multiplexer, what will be the input? For the first multiplexer, what will be the output? Just tell me.
I2.
For first multiplexer, this is our first multiplexer. S0 is 0. We are having select line as S0. It is 0. So what will be the output of this first multiplexer?
I2.
No, first multiplexer, where is I2? There is no I2.
Sir, for third phase, S0 is 0.
Sorry.
Sir, for third case, S0 is 0. Then the first multiplexer select line is S0. Then the output should be I2.
What you are saying that we are having two select line, S0 and S1. So in the first case, this is our first segment. Here we have put the select line as S0. In the second, we have put the select line as S1. Now for the third case, we see here S1 is 0. Sorry, S0 is 0 and S1 is 1. So S0 is 0. So we have put S0 as 0 and we have put S1 as 1. Now tell me what will be the output of first multiplexer. This is our first multiplexer. S0 is 0. So what we will be getting here? I0. And what we will be getting, the output of second multiplexer will be I2. Right? So here we will be getting I0 and I2. And you can see in the select line is 1. Right? So what we will be getting at the output? S1 is 1. And I0 and I2 is flowing here.
I2.
I2. So this is for the third case. Last case we will see. For the last case, S1 is 0. Sorry, S1 is 1 and S0 is 1. This is 1, 1, and 1. So what will be the output of first multiplexer?
Sir, I1,
I1. What will be the output of second multiplexer?
I3,
I3.
I3. But S1 is again 1 here. So what will be the final output?
I3.
I3. So this is the way how we can implement 4x1 multiplexer. Okay. Just so we are having 4 inputs here and 2 select lines, I0, I1, I2, and I3, and this is our output. Let us say Y. This is 4x1 multiplexer, S1 and S0. We want to implement it using 2x1 multiplexer only. So what we have done, we have divided 4 by 2. So this is 2, and again divided 2 by 2. So this is 1. So total we will be requiring 3 2x1 multiplexer, and we have to arrange first in. We have to take 2 multiplexer, 2 2x1 multiplexer, then 1 1x1 multiplexer. So we have taken 2 2x1 multiplexer and 1 2x1 multiplexer. Here 2 inputs are flowing, then output of this is flowing to here, here, and here. So this is I0, I1, I2, and I3. In here the select line is S0, and this is select line is S1. So you can do the permutation and combination. We will be always be getting Y as the output. Okay. So here you can draw the truth table S1 and S0, and this is for Y. So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. For 0 0 it will be I0. For 1 0 1 it will be I1. Here it will be I2, and this will be I3. Right. Now if you want to see any case, just let us just take the third case. Right. When S1 is 1 and S0 is 0, so S0 is 0 and S1 is 1. So just check whether we are getting output as I2 or not. So for the first multiplexer, what will be the output when S0 is 0?
I0,
I0. And for the second multiplexer, when S0 is 0, what will we be getting?
I3,
I2.
I2,
I2, right? Now when S1 is 1, what will be the output we will be getting here?
I2.
I2. So you can see that we have implemented a 4x1 multiplexer using 2x1 multiplexer, right? Next we will see eight cross 1 mults using 2x1 mux. So you can see here what we have to implement. We have to implement 8x1 mux using 2x1 mux, right? In 8x1 mux we are having 3 select lines, whereas in 2x1 mux we are only having 1 select lines, right? So what we have to do, we have to first divide maximum input, that is the multiplexer maximum input is there is 8, minimum what we have to implement is 2. So 8 divided by 2 we will be getting as 4. Again 4 remainder is 4, so 4 divided by 2 we will be getting 2. Again 2 divided by 1, sorry 2 divided by 2 we will be getting 1. So how many total 2x1 multiplexer is required? That is addition of all this. So 7 2x1 mux is required to implement 8x1 mux. Is it okay? This is how we are getting 7 mux. Okay. So first we have to arrange how we have to arrange the mux. First we have to take 4 mux at a time, then 2 mux, and then finally 1 mux, right? So if you want to see the truth table, so this is S2, S1, and S0 for 8x1 mux. So here it will be output Y. So 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. So here for first case will be I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, and I7. So this is for 8x1 mux. Now we have to use only 2x1 mux. So you can see for the first case we will be running 4 multiplexer, then 2 multiplexer, then 1 multiplexer. So just pay attention. So we are having 2 cross 1 multiplexer here. Then we are having 2 cross 1 multiplexer here, and then finally 1 cross 1 multiplexer. 2 inputs are here. Output is 1. This flowing will be here. Output of this 2 will be flowing in this mux, and output of this mux will be flowing here. Okay, all of those are having only one select lines. And how we have to fill this is S0. If first we have to fill the lowest select line, there is S0. In all of these, first section S0 will be flowing. Second S1, so S1 will be flowing, and lastly S2. And here we are having Y. So this will be I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, and I7. Right? Let us just take only for one case. Rest of the case you can do by yourself. Let us just take for I5 and see whether I5 is we are getting at the output or not. So for the first case, S0 is 1, S0 is 1, S0 is 1, S0 is 1, and S1 is 0, S1 is 0, S1 is 0, and S2 is 1. So just tell me this is 2 cross 1 mux, 2 cross 1 mux, 2 cross 1 mux, 2 cross 1, 2 cross 1, 2 cross 1, and 2 cross 1. So what will be the output here? That is here. Just tell me. At this point, what will be the output?
I1.
I1, correct? And here? What will be the output here we will be getting here?
I2.
No, S0 is 1.
I3.
I3. This case here?
I5.
I5. And last case?
I7.
I7. Now, just wait. Now what will be the output here? S1 is 0. Just check what is the output here. Here we will be getting, what we will be getting here? S1 is 0.
I1.
I1. And S1 is again 0. So what we will be getting here?
I5.
I5. Right? But S2 is again 1. So which it will select? Output Y will be equal to how much? S2 is 1.
I5.
I5. You can see I5 we are getting here, right? So you can arrange in this way, and you can check for any of these combination. So you will be getting that output only. So here we have implemented 8 cross 1 mux by 2 cross 1 mux. Is there any doubt you can ask? Okay, so now you can implement any mux. Like if you want to implement 64 cross 1 by 2 cross 1 mux. So what will be the way? 64 divided by 2, it will be 32. 32 divided by 2, it will be 16. 16 divided by 2, it will be 8. 8 divided by 2, it will be 4. 4 divided by 2, it will be 2. 2 divided by 2, it will be 1. Ultimately, at the end, you have to add all of these. So here it will be 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus how much it will be? Just do 8, 48, 56, 60, 63. So 63 2 cross 1 mux we will be requiring to implement 64 cross 1 mux. Okay. In the first, you will be having 32 2 cross 1 mux. Second segment 16, 8 it will be then 4, then 2, then 1. So in 32 cross, if we are having 32 segments, so here S0 will be there. Select line, it will be S1, S2, S3, S4, and then S5. So these are the select lines which will be flowing, right? So you can implement any of the higher order mux by using lower order mux. Now we will see one special case.
Sir, how
Yes.
can I implement 8 cross 1 mux using 4 cross 1 mux?
That we will see right now. That is a special case, okay? So let us say that we have to implement 8 cross 1 mux by using 4 cross 1 mux. Okay. So if you divide now 8 by 4, so we will be getting as 1. Sorry. You divide 8 divided by 4, we will be getting 2. Now this 2 is not divisible by 4. So you can see here. So this logic is not working. Okay, because 2 is not divisible by 4, which was our previous concept, right? So what I will do? So directly I will draw the truth table for 8 cross 1 mux. We are having 3 select lines and 1 output lines. So this is 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. So here will be I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6 and I7. So this is for 8 cross 1 mux. So what we will use enable to implement. We will use one extra input, that is enable, and we will use S2 as enable. We will use S2 as enable. Okay. For example, we are having 4 cross 1 mux and 4 cross 1 mux. So 4 inputs are there in 4 cross 1 mux. So let us say 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let us say that this is I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, I7. 2 select lines will be there. Lower order select line, it is S0 and S1, S0 and S1. And there will be one enable, let us say E and E. And input to this enable will be S2. Right? So for the first enable, S2 will be flowing here. You can see for second, I used NOT gate. So S bar will be flowing here. So, sorry, S2 bar will be flowing here, and here only S2 will be flowing. Right? So this is for the the output will be coming here. And what we have to do, we have to use an OR gate and provide our output Y. Now if you see for the first case, that is all the select lines are 0 and we are getting I0. So just check, that is S1 is 0, S0 is 0, S1 is 0, S0 is 0, and S2 is also 0. So S1 and if S1 is 0 and S0 is 0, so I0 should be flowing here, and S2 is 0. So S2 bar will be how much? S2 bar will be 1 because S2 is 0. So S2 bar will be 1. So since this is active high enable, you can see here E. I have not written E bar. If I would have written E bar, then it is active low enable. If I have written E, that is active high enable. So this mux will be on when we are getting high input to this E. Right now we are getting high input to this E, so we will be getting the output. So here we will be getting as I0. And here we will be getting, since S2 is 0, so we will be getting 0 only. Right? So I0 it will be flowing here and 0 will be flowing here. So finally output, how much we will be getting? X, it is going through an OR gate. So I0 or with 0, we will be getting I0 as the output. Okay. So this is for the one condition that I have shown. Let us take another condition. Now
So can you explain why we are getting I0 there?
Where?
So in the previous
for the first case,
why we are getting I0? Yes, sir. Yes.
S0, 0, 0, and 0, and this is S2 is also 0. So S2 is 0. That means S2 bar will be how much? 1. S2 is 0. That means
Yes.
here will be 0. If both S2, S1 and S0 is 0, so that means I0 will be selected, and S2 bar we are getting as 1. So this is high. This is active high enable. That means this mux, that is first mux, will be providing the output whenever we are getting high input to this E, which is right now in this case. So here I0 will be flowing here because active high is so E is enabled. That is we are getting 1 here. So that is so therefore we are getting I0 here. Whereas in this second multiplexer, if you see, this is also active high, but right now we are getting S2 is 0. So we will be getting 0 output here, irrespective of whatever is the select line. we will always be getting 0 until and unless this is S2 is 1. We will not be getting any output. So here we will be getting I0 and here we will be getting 0. So I0 or with 0, so we will be getting I0 only, right? This is for the first case. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will take second case. Any other case? So S2, S0. Let us take any other case. Let us take the last case. When all are 1. All are 1, that means S1 is 1, S0 is 1, S1 is 1, S0 is 1, S2 is also 1. S2 is 1, that means S2 bar will be how much? S2 bar will be 0. And S2 is 1, that means I can write here S2 is 1. So for the first case, you can see enable is 0, so that means 0 will be flowing here. And for the second case, S1 and S0 will be 1, 1. So what will be flowing here? Just check. S1 and S0 both are 1 and it is active high. So some output will be flowing here. In second case, what will be that output? S1 and S0 is 1, 1.
I3.
I2 is not there any. Where is I2? Here.
I7.
I7 will be there, correct? Because S1 and S0 both are 1, 1. So here we will be getting as 0 and here we will be getting as I7. So finally we will be getting as I7. So now you can check for any other conditions. We will be getting the same output. So here we have used 8. We have implemented 8 cross 1 mux using 4 cross 1 mux, right? So you can implement this as well. Okay. Last example we will be taking.
Sir, why we are using the OR gate?
Because ultimately we have to get the output, right? So this is on us why we have used OR gate. So this is something what if you use this logic, we are getting the output. If you have some other logic, you can use other gate as well, right?
Okay.
By using OR gate only, we are getting output Y. If you have some, if you develop some other logic as well using other gates, that, and keep in mind that it should have minimum number of gates, right, to reduce the cost. Okay, so 5 minutes is there, so let me just complete the demultiplexer as well. Then this topic will be completed. So next is demultiplexer. In short, it is called as demux. It is just opposite of mux. In mux, we are having 4 inputs. Let us say, and 2 is select line, and 1 output is there. So this is 4 cross 1 mux. And if you want to use if you want to have 1 cross 4, it will be called as demux. Here also 2 select line will be there, but in this case only 1 input will be there and 4 output will be there. Right? So this is called as mux, and this is called as demux. We will shortly see what is inside the circuit here. So demux performs the reverse operation as mux. Right? We must perform the reverse operation as mux. It takes input, as we can see here, it is taking single input and distribute into several outputs. So for the first case, we will be taking 1 line, 2, 4 line demux. That is 1 cross 4 demux we will be seeing. So 2 inputs are there, 2 select lines will be there, S1 and S0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. And output is there, let's say O3, O2, O1, and O0. So when both the select lines are 0, 0, we will be getting O0 at the output. So you can write here 0, 0, 0, D, that is data. For the second, O1 will be there, so 0, 0, here will be data, this will be 0, 0, 0, sorry. So data will be in this 0, 0, and the last will be 0, 0, 0, 0. Right? When all the select lines are 1, 1, this is how we will be getting Now, if you want to draw its circuit, so 1 cross 4, two select lines are there, S1 and S0. One is there, let us say data, and 4 outputs will be there. Let us say O0, O1, O2, and O3. So this is what it will look like: O0, O1, O2, and O3. Now, what is inside this circuit? So that I will be drawing. So we will be requiring 4 AND gates. This is the 4 AND gates, output of each AND gate, and there will be 3 inputs to each AND gate. So let us say we are having data line here, and data line is flowing to the input of each AND gate. Similarly, we are having select lines as well. Let us say S1 and S0. And take a NOT gate here. Take a NOT gate here. For the first case, just check. First case, there is S1 is 0 and S1 is 0. That is not use not S1 is 0. So that is this. Let me use black pen. So this is the S1 is 0 and S0 is 0. So we will be getting output as O0. Second case, S1 is 0, S0 is 1. S0 is 1. So S1 is 0. That means this. And S1 is 1. So this is S1. Sorry, S0 is 1. Here we will be getting as O1. Third case, S1 will be 1. And S0 will be 0. So this is O2. Last case, both will be 1. So this is S1 and this is S2. Sorry, S0. And this is output O3. So this is the circuit which is inside this logic, right? So this is, you can draw a block here and represent. This is inside the circuit, right? So usually we represent by directly 1 cross 4 marks. We are having 2 select lines, 1 input, and 4 output are there. Similarly, you will be having 1 cross 8 marks, 1 cross 8 marks, 1 cross 32 marks, D marks, sorry, 1 cross 8 D marks, 1 cross 32 D marks, and you can draw 1 cross 8 D marks. 3 select line will be there, 1 input will be there, and 8 output will be there. For 32 cross 1, 5 select lines will be there. 1 input will be there, and 32 output will be there. Is it okay? And if you want to see what is inside, you can always draw the circuit, right? Now we will stop. We have covered the combinational circuit, that is the circuit without memory. From next lecture onwards, we will be covering the sequence. We will be starting the sequential circuits.